All right.
I see you got one. I was gonna give you a pen.
I got a new one. I got one of them 12s
I don't know where Rose is at.
for free. AT&T sent me there and said, your old phones are quit working. So I called them and they said, oh, we'll send you a new phone. It's still be your old. Okay. Yeah. Are we good? Okay. Wish I had a second hand, so I know. Oh, the silence, it seems like more than. There it is. All right. Bishop Bolden, would you lead us in prayer, please?
Sure, precious Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for once again being able to serve this great city, and we ask that you let your wisdom guide us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Roll call.
Councilmember Dietz.
Here.
Bolden.
Here.
Blevins.
Here.
Sansing.
Here.
Ray.
Here.
Ashburn.
Here.
Trailer.
Here.
Twitty.
Here.
Smith. Raines. Mr. Mayor.
I'm here.
2 absent, sir.
Thank you. Okay, before you have the presentation of the minutes, July 15th, I entertain a motion to approve those minutes. Got a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Got a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Okay, we got the consent agenda. We got more of it this time. So, do I hear anything about the consent agenda?
Move the consent agenda in entirety.
Second.
Motion is taken. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, so now that brings us to the sewer department. And so before we open our public meeting, I just want to say one thing. Our next meeting, which will be, I think, the 2nd or 4th of December, whatever it is, if we don't have much on the agenda, I want it to be just a budget hearing where all the directors come. We go over the budget line item by line item by line item, that we can answer all the questions of the directors. Any question we have on the budget, you'll have the completed budget hopefully by Thanksgiving. And so you'll have the proposed budget after the adjustments by then. Is that correct, Cheryl? You hope to have it to them by Thanksgiving?
I hope to have it Wednesday afternoon, send it out for their review again.
Okay, and then our next meeting, we'll go over it and have all the directors here, and they'll sit down there and answer all of our questions on the budget, so. All right, now,
Is it okay if we bring our copy back with turkey gravy over it?
yeah, you can do that. All right, it's 6:02. I want to open the public hearing on Ordinance 1675. So the public hearing is now open. Do I have any comments? Anybody wish to speak? How long do I have to keep it open? Can I close it? I'm gonna wait till 6:03. I'm gonna give it a full minute. Nobody here speak for or against, I see. So let's just close it at 6:03. So the public hearing is closed. Now, I would entertain a motion to place ordinance 1665 on first reading.
So moved.
So move.
And one of those moves the second?
Second.
Okay. All right. Roll call.
Councilmember Dietz.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Blevins.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Ordinance number 1675, an ordinance providing for the issuance and sale of wastewater revenue bonds, Series 2021, in one or more series for the purposes of financing a portion of the cost of the improvements, betterments, and extensions to the Jacksonville sewer system, providing for the payment of the principal and interest on the bonds, prescribing other matters relating thereto, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion to,
So move.
Second.
approve on first reading, place on second. All right, discussion. Any discussion, numbers, the rate? We got a great rate, didn't we? Y'all want to come present what you're doing and tell us a little bit about it? A whole lot to the public. I think we all got the paperwork.
Sure. Thank you, Mayor and members of the City
And
Council.
your name is?
Leanne Burnett with Stevens. We served as underwriter for this bond issue. This ordinance will allow us to move forward with the issuance of bonds for the wastewater utility. They were offered this morning. The par amount's $8,150,000. In the ordinance on page 3, it outlines the maturities and principal amounts as well as the interest rate. I do want to point out that that interest rate is the coupon of the bond, not the yield that the utility is ultimately experiencing. The yield on the bonds ranged from 0.3% to 2.25%. The true interest cost is a 2.15%. So for 2042 maturity, 2.15%. Very well received in the market. I'd also like to highlight that the bonds were rated by S&P. The utility basically had their rating of A+ affirmed, which is a very good rating for a wastewater utility. Speaks to the management of the assets and of the people at the utility, and I'd like to congratulate you and the utility on that.
Good job.
Let's
Thea.
give him a good hand. Hey, all right. Very good.
Thank you, Leanne. Any questions of the ordinance from the council? Okay, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty. Aye.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to,
So move.
approve on second reading, put on third and final.
Second,
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
one comment.
Yes, sir.
Thea, you did an excellent job of laying the foundation so we all understand what's going on. That's why I can proceed so quickly, because you did such a good job on laying the foundation, explaining to us. Thank you.
As usual.
Bravo, bravo.
All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty. Aye.
Okay, I entertain a motion approving adopt.
So move.
Okay, you got a second? I just want to say thank you to Stevens and Wright and Jennings for the work they've done. Great interest rate, good hard work in a short. You did amazing in a short period of time, and you did keep us all informed. We appreciate it. All right. Okay.
Mayor, let me, and Thea, congratulations for keeping that equipment running like twice as long as it should in 3 times. It's time to replace it and make it a lot more efficient. Thank you very much. You and the staff, yes.
And you have a tremendous commissioners that work with you. I see one of them here, maybe more.
Chairman.
Any other commissioners here?
One, our chairman, Mr. Fred Willett.
Yep.
Who's the
Thank
one
you,
in
Fred.
back?
That is Paul Richards, he's our engineering construction manager.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks a
Thanks,
lot.
thanks,
Paul.
Paul.
Y'all do a great job. Thank you. All right. Roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer. Twitty. Aye.
Okay, I entertain a motion on the emergency clause.
So move.
Second.
All right, motion second, any discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty. Aye.
All right, thank you very much. Thank y'all for being here, and thank you for,
An emergency call as well?
it's already done. We did it all. We got it all.
You did so well.
Relax. We got this covered.
We got you back.
Yeah, you can go. We got this.
Okay, but thank y'all again. Thanks to everybody that worked so hard over there. Paul, thank you. I mean, y'all do a great job, and we appreciate it. And so that brings us to the replat
Yep.
of
No, sir.
No, ordinance, right, for Lemac. Okay, first is the ordinance 16, I'm seeing this picture and it's throwing my eyeballs off. Okay, ordinance 1676, reclassification of rezoning
Who do we
of
place
Lemac.
ordinance 1676 on first reading?
Second.
Okay, second, motion second. Any discussion before we vote? Roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Ordinance number 1676, an ordinance reclassifying property in the city of Jacksonville, Arkansas. Got lost. Amending ordinance numbers 213 and 238 in the land use map of the city of Jacksonville, Arkansas, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
Thank you. Councilmember Deeks, would you care to explain what we're doing and why?
We're just approving, changing the plot lines on a subdivision that was kind of a mixed zone to single-family residency. They want to go ahead and build new construction single-family residency in that area now on Lemac. So that's a great benefit for the city. There's a mixed area there. It is got some trailers, a little bit of everything, but they're aware of that. But like I told you before, they want to build single-family residency, and we need to welcome them because it's a lot of tax money and revenue and everything for Jacksonville.
There's already a lot of those similar single-family places on that street,
Yeah,
correct?
there's 3 or 4. It's like a mix, but hey, everyone's aware of it, and it's a great deal. But that's what I'm saying. They are willing to do that anymore and put small single-family residencies.
Yeah, they're starter home, and they're all owned by single families. What I
Yeah,
looked up there, the people that own them live in them.
Yeah, 11 to 1,300 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
property.
Any questions on this? Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve on first reading and place on second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second. Any further discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Thank you. I'd entertain a motion to approve on second reading and place on third and final reading.
So move.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve and adopt 1676.
Second.
Got a motion, a second. Further discussion? Seeing none, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve the mercy clause.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion, second. Any discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much. That brings us to the replat that's been on our screen at Loop Acres. So I'm going to turn this over to Councilmember Deeks to explain what we're doing and what we're doing. Since you're on the planning commission, you get this pleasure.
Okay.
I can call him Jim Moore if you don't want to.
All right. Well, what we did, when they originally brought the new plotted subdivision to us, they only had the 2 entrances in and out, which would have been on Northeastern and the other side street over there, and there was going to be too much congestion in property. So we asked them to figure out not do complete duplexes, do some single-family residencies, and for safety, we wanted to have another way in and out. So basically, they were able to purchase the 5 remaining lots out on Loop Road, which comes out on Loop Road that's been non-developed forever. If you drive by there, it's completely cleared out. So what they were doing, they needed to change the side lots where they could get, we could have a 50-foot right-of-way in the center. So we approved some smaller lots right there since they could get the houses that they wanted in there. So that's what it was. It's just a replot of that subdivision that was done years ago. But it also gives us a way in and out over there. So you have 3 ways in instead of just the one on Northeastern. So it makes it really more accessible, and that's what we were wanting for safety for everybody. And so it wasn't such a there was so much wear and tear and everything over there, and they are going to incorporate that new 26 acres, which is there on Northeastern's bit at the end all the way. It's amazing that goes all the way to Loop Road. You would have never thought that looking at it.
Yeah.
With the trees and everything, it goes all the way back to Loop Road, comes across from Northeastern. And so these lots have been there for quite a while.
Yes.
And, so they agreed to sell them. And they purchased them for that reasoning, since we needed more access, safety, and just so we'd have more than one way in, fire department and everybody. So it should help
Fire
everybody.
department's good with this?
Oh, yeah, everybody was good with it. Jimmy, everybody was good, looked at it. So it was just making the lots a little smaller than what we normally did, but it's just for instance only, and it benefited us. So I think that is the reason we did it. But yeah, it works out good, and they're going to have some. This will be some more single-family residencies, plus the ones on Northeastern coming in. So it goes at the end. There's already duplexes all across from it.
And one of the reasons we have to do this is because they're gonna build a road, and it'll be a designated road that we have to accept. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. 50-foot right.
Okay. Councilmember Sensing, did you have a question? No? Councilmember Blevins?
Yeah, so what is the percentage of duplexes to single-family homes that are going in this?
Well,
Do you know how many duplexes they're planning on putting in there?
no, it hasn't come to the planning. It hasn't come to us that way. It was just that we needed some extra access versus in and out, because duplexes have too many. So we're not really sure.
I mean, the Loop Acres is all gonna be single family,
It's,
right?
it's single family,
Okay.
and they're going to do some.
It's all gonna be single-
These right here are all single family on Loop
This is
Acres.
just on the main.
That's just on the main road.
not
Yes, sir.
behind.
Right.
And
See, there's already duplexes across all across from that
across.
on Bellevue and Bel Air and all that. There's already duplexes down there. And this was just vacant land. So they're going to do a mixture of probably some duplexes, and then they have some lots on the backside that go 300 feet deep. So they're going to, of course, save them for single-family residencies, which will really be nice. But they're going to have a mixture in there, just like they did in Bellevue subdivision originally. So
okay, and oh, sorry,
I'm not sure
sorry,
how
I'm
many
still-
lots they've got yet. Do you? They haven't really given us the total amount of lots yet. See, so all we know is we approved this on a preliminary before we'd even approved the plot, the subdivision.
I was just also curious, which I spoke to Jim Moore a little bit before the council meeting happened. Like, this is a floodplain back behind there, and they said they had to build it up a little bit.
Mhm.
Is that going to cause any flooding at all to these areas from the back end by the raising that they're going to be doing on the other area?
No, it shouldn't, because they have the new drainage ditch, which would be on the north side, that they completely reconstructed down there, and it's concrete, and it makes the water flow out. So no, it shouldn't cause any problems. And the lots that's going to back up into here, all of them are on which is RF, are in the floodplain anyway. So they'll raise them up to make them conform. But the lots going on the left side, the long ones, they're going to run along, so the water's going to channel out and go out on the main channel of.
Councilmember Blevins, your microphone didn't on. Could you turn it on, please? Or it's
Sir,
at least
it is-
not picking up?
It is on.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so we looked at that, and then when we get it, but they have a lot of smaller lots, and we told them that we did not want, 40 duplexes.
Yeah.
That's why we changed it. That we wanted them to have another access in and out, but we wanted them to have single family residences.
Is this the same builder that has all the duplexes back over on the other frontage road back behind Action Sign and Neon that they're trying to sell? There was like a section of like 10 duplexes that were up for sale for like 1.9. Is it the same
Yeah.
builder as that?
No, sir.
It is not?
No,
Okay.
this is a longtime Jacksonville resident that owns all these, the property and everything. But
Councilmember Traylor, you got a question?
What is this zoned as right now?
The Loop Acres
The
or the Phillips property?
RO,
the 4 pieces of property that we're gonna replat, what is the zoning of it right now?
single family.
And what are we going
We're just
to?
changing the smaller setback line so they can get properties on it.
Okay, because I was just confused, because in the legal description, it's a replat of lots 13, 14, and 15, but now they're 13R,
Right, because we had to
15R,
fix
and 16. What does the R stand for?
Replat.
That's all
replat,
it stands for is replat.
replat, and I think the F means floodplain.
It does.
So they'll have to
So
be.
the zoning is not for manufactured homes or anything like that?
No.
Oh, no, it's all set up just what's there, single family residencies. We just, yeah, Mike, we just needed a 50-foot road in there and a right of way so we'd have another access so we wouldn't have to come in on the two little streets, and that would have really caused a big traffic jam if you have 10 duplexes, because you have twice as many cars normally. So we looked at that, pretty extensively, and that's why we didn't really want to allow it. Single family residencies will be nice. It'll be mixed, which they're doing that in a lot of areas, and it seems to go over fine.
Okay, Councilmember Sansing.
The two existing streets into the area are quite narrow and clearly could not handle the traffic from this, and that's why they need another entrance.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, comments? Okay.
Motion.
I thought I had a motion to read it.
No, this is a motion and second to accept the replat.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I need a motion second to accept the replat.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Okay, that moves us to our next ordinance. Okay, our next ordinance is premium pay for our city employees, ordinance 1679.
Move to replace ordinance 1679 on first reading.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Blevins.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Ashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Ordinance number 1679, an ordinance adopting premium pay for certain city employees from the American Rescue Plan and for other purposes.
Okay, thank you. I'd hear a motion to approve on first reading, place on second. All right,
Second.
motion and a second. Let's talk about it. Charlotte, come on up. Tell us what we're doing. Why we're doing it. I know why we're doing
It's a
it.
good thing. We don't need to talk about it.
Okay, I'm good about it. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions what we're doing? How much are we giving each
We do need
employee?
to talk about it, because
Okay,
some of us don't know what it is.
We do.
okay. Why don't you explain what we're doing, how much, and why?
This comes from our COVID money. I'm sorry.
Thank you. This comes from the COVID money. It's a premium plan where we're able to pay our employees like a small pound of bonus for them working during the COVID time from March 2020 to September 2021 step. Okay, so they have to have worked a total of 80 hours during that time, and we're able to give them like a extra bonus, as I called it. And the check comes out to be, we can't pay them over $13 an hour, and it's capped at 80 hours. So it came out to be like $1,040 before deductions. Taxes have to come out, APRS has to come out of that check. No LAFI is deducted from that check. We also have to run their names through sam.gov. And if they owe any back taxes, child support, or garnishments, we have to deduct from that check. Okay? And they have to sign off on saying, I did work those hours. And we have to run their name, print where we saw it in SAM, and we have to sign off saying we ran their name through Gov. We also have to print our payroll reports showing that they worked those hours. So, but we have to get you guys to approve this.
So everyone that worked at least 80 hours between March of 2020 and September of 2021
Yes,
is
sir.
eligible.
Yes, sir.
Currently employed, right?
Yes, sir. Full-time
Current-
employees, current full-time employees.
It's not for me and Stephanie and Susan or any of y'all. Okay.
And this is money that can only be used for this, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Okay. So are we? Councilmember Blevins.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Oh,
you
Councilmember
just, you
Sanchez.
just made a,
Okay, excuse me. I'm good with this. I just want, this is coming out before Christmas, so the employees will have the extra money for Christmas.
Yes, sir. We're working on that now. Once we get you guys approval for it, then we will start running all employees' names through the sam.gov.
Okay, as long as it's
Okay.
before Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That's why we're presenting it now, because we would like to get these checks out before Christmas.
And we'd like to reward them before Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Councilmember Twitty, you have more?
Yeah, you just made a comment that Stephanie, you and Susan.
Actually, I just found out we were.
Well, you all have to approve them.
Would they be included?
They can be included.
Okay.
It's in the attachment,
Okay.
it lists each section, each department, and why those departments are
Mm-hmm.
included.
Because they did work through
Yes.
COVID.
Exactly.
But you all have to approve that they get it also.
Okay.
Okay?
I like that
Mr.
better.
Blevins?
Is this coming out of the $5 million fund that we got, or is
Yes,
this
sir.
a completely different fund altogether?
No, sir, it's coming out,
It's
the
a
5
ARP
million,
money.
it's a premium paying money, COVID money, yes, sir.
Okay, was this a plan that you guys created, or is this something that came from?
This,
from-
it's a federal grant, it came from a federal grant, and it has a lot of stipulations.
Okay, and when you determine, there was a lot of people that I think still got paid, even though they didn't, they used like their sick time or whatever when they weren't here.
That's
during
why
the
we
process.
used a large span to make sure
Right,
that,
well, I didn't know if those hours were gonna count as well, like if they
No,
had.
sir.
So
It
only they
is-
had to physically be here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's my question, thank you.
yes, sir,
They only had to physically be here 2 weeks out of the last.
Hold on.
yes, sir,
Okay.
yes, sir.
You actually don't need to be here.
Councilmember Bowman,
I wasn't clear, did you say elected officials can get it?
full time.
Full-time elected officials,
Is that in this also? That we vote?
Yes.
yes, sir.
Yes.
I don't think that needs to go.
Well, I beg to differ. I think it does because they did work. These three were here
We
just
were,
a long.
we fought during COVID too, so, yeah.
Still in court with 200.
Yeah.
Till Bob-
I'm expecting my check in the mail.
Councilmember Sampson.
White chick.
I kinda like the
Mike's
idea
been turned off
of
on
paying
them,
the mayor and the
so.
city attorney $13 an hour.
Oh, boy. All right, any other comments before we vote on this? All
One
right.
thing we figured out is, when we kind of see what about how much each employee would get, it'll be around $850 to $900 once taxes come out and the acres.
Okay, so it's 1040 before taxes and
Yes, sir.
acres. Okay. All right.
Take my child support out, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hope you don't have any, all right, roll call. Hope I don't.
Councilmember Deeds,
Aye.
Bolden, Bowman,
Mike's been turned off.
Evans,
Aye.
Sansing,
Aye.
Ray,
Aye.
Mashburn,
Aye.
Trailer,
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
All right, I didn't need a motion approved on the second reading, put on third and final reading.
Second.
All right, any discussion? I want to say a comment to all those employees. You think about PD and fire, of course, but over here at the community center, the people that came in City Hall, we all, the street department, all of us were out there during that time doing what we had to do to make this city work. And I just want to say thank you to all the employees that work here and the fine job they did during this time. And there's just a little bit we can do to help.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I got to say. All right, any other comments? Roll call.
Councilmember Deeds,
Aye.
Bolden,
Aye.
Evans,
Aye.
Sansing,
Aye.
Ray,
Aye.
Mashburn,
Aye.
Trailer, Twitty.
Aye.
I'd enter a motion to approve and adopt 1679. Do I have a second? All right, got a second. All right, any discussion? Roll call.
Councilmember Deeds,
Aye.
Bolden,
Aye.
Evans,
Aye.
Sansing,
Aye.
Ray,
Aye.
Mashburn,
Aye.
Trailer,
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, we do not have emergency clause, so, thank you. Thank you, council. Thank you, employees.
I want to say thank you because I'm going to have some very happy employees to receive that right
We
before
need
Christmas again.
Can I say something? I want to say something to all the city employees, and I want to make sure that they hear this real clear.
Oh, okay.
We
It's a
appreciate
one-time
everything
thing.
they do. We appreciate them putting forth the effort in this community, and everyone who is getting this deserves it. Of course, I'm jesting with the. I just wanted to have a little fun, but we really do appreciate you. This city would not be able to work without the vessels that work through the arteries of our community. So thank you very much.
The city attorney explained to me it doesn't need emergency clause because it's a one-time deal.
We need one, oh, don't need one.
Doesn't need one. Mm-mm.
Gets out of time.
Right. Get it for Christmas. All right. So that brings us to ordinance 1677, which is to modify our purchasing code.
Move that we place ordinance 1677 on first reading.
Have a page 52.
Okay. How about a second? Do I have a second? All right, roll call. Just to read it.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Ordinance number 1677, an ordinance amending the Jacksonville Municipal Code 3080 et al. As to modify competitive bidding and purchasing procedures for the city of Jacksonville, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
Okay, would you explain what you told me about what's at their desk?
Yep, so there is an updated copy at your stations. We changed a few of the numbers, primarily the section 1, there was a typo. Section 2, it's 308025. That has been removed and repealed because it was redundant. And Cheryl may have a better explanation, but that's.
Cheryl, do you have anything you want to say about this?
Not unless they have questions.
Okay. Could you explain why we're doing it and what we're doing exactly?
There, Act 435 was passed, in this legislative session, which basically amended the minimum amount requiring a bid. It raised the price from
state law
$25,000 to
change.
to $35,000. So we kind of have a stair-step system, and we just bumped up each of those steps.
So it's basically housekeeping.
Yes.
Will it help save the city save any money?
Yes, what it will do is, with us going out for bid, with it moving up to 35,000 instead of 20,000, we won't have as many bids that we have to advertise, and therefore we can start the projects earlier, or we can purchase the equipment earlier than having to wait the 2 weeks that it has to be advertised for.
Okay. All right, any further discussion before we vote? All right, I entertain a motion approval on first reading, placed on second reading.
Second.
You got a motion second, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, I entertain a motion to
Third and final.
put on third reading, adopt on second, put on third.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Okay, I entertain a motion to approve and adopt 1679.
So move.
Second.
Any further discussion? All right, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion on the emergency clause.
So move.
All right, got a motion second on emergency clause, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing. Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn. Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, and so our next ordinance is 1678.
Move that we place ordinance 1678 on first reading.
Second.
Okay, I got a motion second on ordinance 1678. Roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Ordinance number 1678, an ordinance amending the City of Jacksonville Purchasing Manual for guidance and use by the City of Jacksonville employees, declaring an emergency and for other purposes.
This is just basically, we adopted this last one, so this is just the sister to adopt, to change our policy manual, or purchase manual. Is there any question on that? All right. I'd entertain a motion then to approve on first reading, place on second. Got a motion second. Any question? Roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, I entertain a motion to approve on second reading, put on third and final reading.
So move.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All right, seeing none, roll call.
Councilmember Deets.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Twitty.
Aye.
Okay, I entertain a motion to approve and adopt 1670.
So move.
Second.
All right, motion second, any further, roll call.
Councilmember Deeds.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Whitty.
Aye.
Okay, I'd entertain a motion on the emergency clause.
So move.
Second.
Motion second, roll call.
Councilmember Deeds.
Aye.
Bolden.
Aye.
Levens.
Aye.
Sansing.
Aye.
Ray.
Aye.
Mashburn.
Aye.
Trailer.
Aye.
Whitty.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. All right, our next item of business is a resolution,
Mr. Mayor, I move
814.
We read resolution 18814.
814. Okay. Do I have a second?
I give a second. I have a question though.
Okay, well, let's get it on the table,
Okay.
okay? Got a motion, second. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay.
Resolution 814, a resolution authorizing the submittal of an application for Rocky Branch drainage improvements to the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities Grant Funds, the state of Arkansas, and for other purposes.
All right, now your question.
814, 815 are similar,
Jimmy, would you come up and, yeah,
and I wanted to ask the question.
yeah, they're
We
almost the
can't
same.
combine them and vote on them?
They're for two different projects.
Gotcha.
And this one, might as well talk about both of them, but this one is the Rocky Branch, is that right?
Yes.
First-
Right.
Okay, so go ahead and, what we're doing, Rocky Branch, we're doing it by meter.
Yes, the reason we're requesting or asking to go for, apply for a grant to improve that drainage channel, which is Rocky Branch.
Right.
We've had repetitive losses in the Carpenter Addition over the last several big floods. So there was a need there. The engineering study, I do not know what the infrastructure and what the recommendations will be, but we at least need to do the engineering study, which would run around $80,000. And that's a 75-25 grant.
Okay.
We talked about this a little bit a couple months ago, unless it qualifies for a low
Right.
income area, which could be 90-10, and we haven't got to that point yet.
Okay.
And the next one, by meter, what is
And
it?
by Amita, we've not had repetitive losses, we don't, that's the head of Jacksonville, they have had some in Sherwood, but that bridge restricts the flow. It gets 4 foot underwater, it prevents, police and fire
Yep.
from reaching that, one of the largest subdivisions we got in Jacksonville, North Lake,
Yep,
and it would,
does.
it would replace that bridge. The engineering on that could run up to around 400,000, the construction, maybe 4 million.
Would it qualify for, it wouldn't qualify for 90-10, would it?
I doubt it, I don't think
Yeah,
that
I
would
don't
work.
either. Okay.
I have
All
my
right.
doubts on that one.
Any questions about this, resolution we're looking at? And, what,
Is the working
month-
Rocky Branch, is it up in the Carpenter Addition, or
It
is it
is.
downstream where the water all seems to congregate?
It runs, it starts on the air base.
Right.
It's Lake and all that, runs down across the General Samuels, and runs down to West Main, runs beside the Manco property. And, so it's a large channel. That bridge there at Main Street needs to be replaced. The highway department put weight restrictions on it. That also prevents our ladder truck from going across it currently. Cause it weighs 82,000 pounds, I believe, is that right, chief? Over in that neighborhood?
Gross weight's 82, but right now we got it at 76,000 and some change.
They ain't got somebody heavy like me riding in it.
They put
So
the
it is-
skinny
it's-
fireman.
it's, It's not bad critical bridge, but it doesn't have weight restrictions now. It's getting old, it needs to be replaced. But also to improve the drainage, we know it has to have a study. It could be the interstate bridges are not adequate either, we don't know that about this drainage study. And then we'll go from there, what's recommended. I
And
can't
this
give you a call.
crosses there, and goes all the way out to the bean field and hits by Meta?
It does, it's by Meta at Dupree Park.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it gives water faster at Dupree Park, unfortunately. But, yeah.
Any further questions on this? Okay. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, now then, that brings us to resolution 815. What,
Did we read resolution 815?
did we read it?
Yes, you gotta read it.
You read it, now I need a motion and second to.
Okay, I need a motion to approve.
So moved.
815?
Okay, all right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, that one carried. All right, now we're at 815. I'd entertain a motion to read it.
Second.
Okay. So, All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay.
Resolution 815, a resolution authorizing the submittal of an application for the Biometer Bridge improvements to the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities Grant Funds to the state of Arkansas and for other purposes.
I think we've had an explanation. Is there any more questions on this? Councilmember Blevins.
Yeah, I just have one quick question. You said that the replacement of this could go up or near $4 million. Is that what you're saying, it could get up to that? And is there any split at all, or is that just straight us?
No, it'd be 75-25.
75-25?
25 federal FEMA.
Gotcha, yeah.
I would like to say this just for, well, I'll wait till you pass this, but, you know, we're building a bridge over Loop Road.
Yeah.
We just recently, me and Mayor heard this
Yes.
week, that due to inflation, that bridge has went from 8 million to 14 million. It's crazy right now.
Yes. And
It's gonna.
by the
but
time they
right.
finish the study and they recommended it may be 7 or 8 years before they even get around to building this.
But we're doing work on it, we bought the land, as y'all approved and everything, yes, and that's just a guesstimation, no
Yeah, when
engineering work.
you said the 75-25 split, and then like you said, does it qualify for the 90-10, you said no, I was just I was like, well, it gets approved at least for the 75-25,
Oh, yes,
right?
sir.
So, I just didn't hear
If
that, so I
it
wanted to make
gets
sure.
approved, yes, sir.
Cool.
And I don't know how much, I don't know what the infrastructure bill is gonna do, and we don't know what it's gonna be, but part of it could go towards rebuilding the bridges, because that's under the infrastructure bill when it gets here, if it ever does. Okay,
It's probably the only bridge that I know of in a city of first class that's still got a one-lane bridge on a major collector road. That's Main Street.
it's a WPA bridge.
Yeah.
Find out who it is.
All right, any further discussion on that? All right, I entertain a motion to approve and adopt 815.
So move.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right, we've adopted that one. I think we have a request for a citizen to speak, as Councilmember Blevins.
Yes, sir. I was contacted by a citizen that wanted to speak about a situation that's occurred with her with animal control and the way that things are going right now currently. Her name is Victoria Shelley, and I'd had her speak to Chief Hibbs. She still just wanted to address the city council about her concerns.
That's what we're here for.
Yes, sir. Just right up there to the mic and state your name.
My name's Victoria Shelley. I come up.
If you want to take one of the portable microphones and sit down, you can do that. If you got a book, you want to sit down and read your book, okay.
No, I just have
Okay.
all of the shot records and everything that's for the animals I have. Okay, I got in trouble with the shelter. And I went and I rectified everything that I've done. I've got my animals updated on their shots. I had 2 steps that I had to get done. But I don't want them to go
Can
to
you get a
the
little
shelter.
closer to the mic?
Sir?
Can you get a little closer to the mic?
Or pull it down,
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Victoria.
No,
Oh,
I'm nervous, y'all. so
No, it's
please
okay.
Take your
forgive me.
time.
don't be,
Doing great.
don't be.
Doing great.
I'm here to speak for the animals that don't have a voice. Right now, I don't know how many animals has been destroyed at Jacksonville Animal Shelter. But I've been told that if I bring animals up there, they're gonna be put to sleep. And it says it's a no-kill shelter. No, sir. They're putting these animals to sleep. I would like to be able to start a program in the city of Jacksonville, catch up with the times, and get this ordinance changed to where you're allowed to have 6 animals, as long as you've got their vaccines, spay and neuter, and you see a regular vet. I see no problem with that, because there's too many strays running the streets of Jacksonville and going to this shelter and dying. They don't deserve that. We need to start a foster program for people to be able to help take some weight off of our shelter, because they're full. I don't know how many animals they have over there right now. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. I just know to come in here and talk to y'all about this ordinance that needs to be updated, that was written in 1986. We're in 2021. It's time for Jacksonville to catch up with the rest of the state. So I don't know how to ask you guys to please consider updating that ordinance. And let's make sure that people who can't afford to get their animal fixed, that we come up with a way to help the disabled and the elderly who have pets that need to have spay, neuter, and shots. I mean, I don't know what else to say, except they need us.
Are your animals licensed?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Well, I'll take that back. I have to go next week and get the city license from Miss Heidi. I spoke to her today.
Okay.
So I've got animals that I am trying to place right now because I'm over the limit. So I'm doing my best to find homes for them.
But once you get the license, that will remove your citation?
Yes, Miss
Okay,
Heidi
good.
called me today.
Yes.
And she told me that my citation will disappear once I come and get the tags, the
Okay.
city tags.
Very good.
So she did work with me on that.
Good.
But somebody called and said that I'm hoarding animals. No, I am not. I got reported on feeding strays. I'm not gonna lie. If I see a stray animal and it needs help, I'm gonna help it. But I'm not gonna call the shelter. There was a family of 6 cats, 5 kittens, 1 mom. I called the shelter. I said, there's the babies that need help. Okay? The family that lived there did not abandon these kittens or the mother. These cats did not belong to them. So I called the shelter, and Miss Carey told me that if I bring them up there, they're just going to euthanize them. I don't agree with that. We need to come together as a community and help the animals that need us. And start a foster program, start some kind of spay and neuter program, and do background checks on the people who want to adopt these animals like Mom Mel does. Because some of these animals come back to the shelter. Some of them end up on the streets. You know, it's not right. And I don't know. I just want the city to hear me.
Certainly. Any Councilmember Blevins?
I would like to say something. So, after she contacted me, I looked into this a little bit, and I even contacted Chief Hibbs about this. So it showed, I was under the impression for the longest time that our shelter was a no-kill shelter, which meant they only euthanized in the event that the animal wasn't going to live very long anyway, or was in pain, or something along those lines. That they didn't kill just to make room. And I'm now finding out that there were some links to other pages that weren't necessarily the pages that they needed to go to, that were places that seemingly seemed like they were the Jacksonville Animal Shelter, but were not the animal shelter as an entity. It was a nonprofit that was acting out of the animal shelter that said that they were a no-kill, whereas in reality, the animal shelter said they were a low-kill, which is a huge difference between low-kill and no-kill. And again, I think there was just a lot of misinformation that was put in there because, like I said, again, I thought we were a no-kill shelter. And looking back at the past consent agendas that we just, hey, consent agenda, agree, done, go. I don't know if anybody actually looked at it, but even looking at the one that we have in this packet right now, it showed that seven cats were put down in the last month, as opposed to only 1 dog. And then you see online all the hey, we need money to help this for this surgery, everything was dog based. There wasn't really anything for a cat. So I feel that Ms. Shelley's concerns are just in this instant. I don't know what we can do other than just try to make it more comfortable for cats. But the discrepancy between the two is way off, probably because there's more cats than there are dogs in the city running around anyway. But that was pretty much it. I just a lot of animals getting put down, and we should be looking at a way to rehome them if we're just putting them down because we don't have room.
Okay. Any other council member wish to say anything? Okay, thank you
Yes, sir.
for being here, appreciate it, and appreciate your concern and compassion.
Thank you for listening.
Okay, Councilmember Deets, you gave us a map and a list, tell us about that.
Just, we talked about it a couple months ago, and I just wanted everybody to know, the city-owned lots right now that are in the Sunside Edition, just so everybody can kind of look at it. That's a diagram of the map. I have a big diagram if anybody's interested. Come by my office, I'll make you a plot of it. It's real big, you can read, and I'll mark them out, but, something we probably need to look at next year to go ahead and we talked about trying to, relieving the city of all the, lots that we have to dispose of them so that, Kevin and the city does not have to worry about maintaining them come next year. And we can sure put that money into a coffer somewhere else that we could use.
Maybe buy more, so it might last longer, not using it as much.
Let's upgrade downtown. Since
Yes.
we've been working on it for 5 years, it'd be good to.
Good idea.
Put money down there, let's do something everyone can see.
Councilmember Blevins.
Yeah, I have a question. Since the extra pay thing came out of the COVID money, I noticed that in other cities they have had meetings and already devised plans where they have decided what they're going to do with their lot of COVID money, and we haven't had any meetings or decided anything other than this special pay. Do we have planned?
Well,
some kind of meeting, or do we have plans in the works for some of
Let me
these?
explain how they could and we couldn't.
Okay, please.
One of the items in there is lost revenues. We've actually had lost no revenue, so we can't use that money to replace revenues we didn't lose. Some other cities did, especially you look at North Little Rock that has the arena. They lost all those concerts and all that sales tax from it. So we don't qualify for that one. So we're still changing those rules, but you're definitely going to be involved. We're not going to be anything with y'all approved. Before we spend that money, you got to tell us what we can do with it, whether it's for water, sewer, or improvements. It's real limited what we can do, but yeah, it'll be sometime next year we decide the things we can do. We have half of it now, and we're going to get half of it next year, but we can't spend it under these guidelines and with Stephanie's approval and y'all's approval. So we won't spend any of it without y'all approving it. Is that correct, Stephanie?
The regulations are very strict.
Yeah.
Cities have broad discretion in a sense, but the legal loopholes you have to jump through in order to spend the money correctly, it's a process to go through. So yeah, I mean, I think Little Rock, their ordinance for premium pay was 13 pages because they just had so much other things that they could include. But for right now, that's all we had to include.
All right, Shirley, do you have any comments on the ARP funds?
Yes, starting in January, I'll start looking closer into what we're able to actually spend the funds on and get a list and get your input into what y'all think is important and prioritize and that sort of thing, and then move forward. So I say starting in January, it may be February, but it's at the beginning of next year that I'll actually have time to put my attention into that, because the budget will be over with, and so I'll have more time to do that.
Yeah, I was just asking because I know
Yeah.
we did the survey
Well, I
and
think
everything, and we were just.
You're no different than a whole bunch of other
curious.
people.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious.
I got a question. Is this a different pot of money? Because did we not receive some money that we spent on upgrading buildings?
Sure.
So
that was CARES Act. This is.
No, it wasn't bond money. This was money coming from.
It was CARES Act money. This is American Recovery Plan.
So it's two different federal.
Right. And then we got a third one coming that's going to confuse everybody. So, Councilmember Bowe.
Oh, something else. Have you finished with that? I got something else.
I'm done. All right. We need any more discussion on the American Recovery Plan? All right. Go ahead.
I'd like to bring to my fellow council members' attention and the city. We have a DAV office here in Jacksonville. And I want you to know that helping veterans is a hard job. The space that we have over there is limited. They're located over where Miss Teresa's office is or was, or whichever way it's rolling. But we really need to find them somewhere, because what's happening is the flood of veterans that's coming in, that are coming back from combat, coming in wounded, got wheelchairs coming in there, people with prosthetics on. We really need to find them a place where they have enough room to counsel all these people. I mean, I'm a certified CSO, and so some of the others over there are RSOs, which means they're local. That's what they do full time. But our veterans in the area, they come from miles to this office, not just Jacksonville. They serve Cabot, the surrounding areas. So I just want to make sure that we put that on the priority list, where we try to find them a place within the next 30 days that's bigger. We can expand that over there and give them the building. I don't know. I know we got a contractor now, so that Ms. Teresa was in. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I've tried to handle it other ways, but it seems like it's not coming forward like it needs to be. But we're struggling. We got a lot of veterans that need our help.
Okay. Councilmember Blevins.
Yeah, what about, weren't they at the Chamber of Commerce at one time too? Was that, they were there originally as
Yeah,
well?
well, that's not enough room over there. We need
They don't have the room there.
yeah, see, we've got to have, it's got to be private rooms where that veteran can tell what his problem is. You know, we're trying to overcome the fact that them commit suicide, and then we're also trying to help them get the benefits that they need. A lot of these people, men and women, are coming back psychologically messed up. So they need to be in an environment where when they sit down and talk to their counselor, they got the time to break down everything and we can help them out. So it's getting pretty bad. So I just want to bring that to our attention because.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Anybody else? All right, I have a couple announcements to make. Don't forget, we got the Christmas parade, December 4th, 3 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Starts at the high school area, or Crane Ford, and then goes to the Methodist Church. Okay, and we're having a live nativity scene. Anything else special going on with the parade?
Pre-lighting following the parade at the chamber.
Okay. All right. And any other announcements or anything else that we need to, before I talk about Thanksgiving? Yes, sir.
I don't know how many know this, but Friday, tomorrow evening, 4:30 to 7, we're having a shot clinic out at Lester Elementary School with 5 to 11-year-old kids.
You have a shot clinic at which school?
Lester.
Lester? I'm trying to get it on the microphone.
Yeah, Lester Elementary.
Bobby Lester Elementary School.
Okay, 4 to 7, 5 to 7. 4:30 to 7.
Age children is 5 to 11, but now it's been opened up to anyone that needs to get either the Pfizer or the Moderna booster, or even just to start taking the shots.
So it's vaccination and booster, basically for any age group.
Right.
Okay.
I got my booster.
Anyway.
Okay.
I put the word out so we can have.
Okay, I did get my email on that today, so thank you. Anything else? Remember, Thanksgiving's coming up Thursday. We'll be closed Thursday and Friday here at the city. And I wanted to wish everybody here and everybody out there and everybody watching a happy Thanksgiving, and be careful, be safe. We still are under COVID attack, so, okay. Anything else? All right.
Motion we adjourn?
We're adjourned.